Today we'll be making honey and garlic chicken with fried rice on the side and a Chinese fancy dessert. Okay, so first we're going to start off with the honey and garlic chicken, but I'm just going to move my chopping board and get a meat cutting. We're just going to place out these, cut and season them. Just do these three first. I'm going to skip this for you. Okay, I have these all cut up and now I'm just going to season them lightly, well, heavily with salt and pepper. You can skip forward in this bit. Okay, what you're going to want to do then is, after you have them all done, get a bowl and fill it full of flour, then dip them all in till good, decently covered. If you're all wondering why I'm cooking so much chicken, because I'm cooking for 5 people tonight, I just want to get it all rubbed in. Let's make as much as I can. Speed this forward. If you're wondering where I got this recipe, I got it online off of a chef, and I'll put the link in the description. And below. Okay, I'm nearly done. A couple more. After this, I think I'm going to go and start off with my tandoori mixture, which is the Chinese dish. And I think I'm going to leave my rice, cut it open in a minute. Okay, one left. Okay, what you can do with this, once you're done with this mixture, you can place it to a side and use it for other things. But some people will just throw it in the bin because there's a small chance that it's diseased because they just have put raw chicken in it. I haven't put it in the bin. So we're just going to get all of this chicken and lay it out in the pan, and I will get back to that later. I'm just going to put this over and set aside here. Okay, so next we're going to get a fried rice out, get some scissors. We're just going to cut them all open and put it into this bowl here. You need to open them just in case to leave them out and nice in the air to cool them down a bit, because we are just going to mix in some egg yolks in a minute. So here I'm going to get some yolks from the fridge that I used yesterday in pancakes. So these are from yesterday. I made Japanese fluff pancakes, which used them. I'm just going to whisk these up till they're nice and gooey and pour it in. I'm just going to let it all fall in and then mix it up with my hands. So for this dish you need sugar and some fruits and some water. I actually did this earlier. I got my fruits and I dipped them inside to the water so they can dry and dissolve. What you're going to want to do is, it's a ratio, so if you do 1 cup of sugar, if you do 2 cups of sugar, you need 1 cup of water on the next. So we are going to do this now because you can let them sit as long as you can. So just going to pour in 2 cups of sugar, 1 cup of water, 1 fresh cup of water. I want to set it over a boil till done. It shouldn't take too long, fast forward this. It should look something like this, and eventually turn into a caramel paste. But for now, it'll just look like this. Just fast forward. You want to make sure you keep mixing it so it'll stay together, and you cannot overcook it, or then it will basically just not work and caramelize. So for the fruits I'll be using, I think I'm going to be using strawberries, some grapes, and even some blueberries. Should be pretty nice. So let's keep mixing this. While that's still boiling, I'm just going to get a cloth and get my strawberries and just tap them off. I'm going to do strawberries. I'm going to do about 5 strawberries and then a good few grapes. I'll only do 5 grapes and 5 more of these. I might do 6, 7 strawberries. Okay, let's go pat these all dry. My mixture's nearly ready. I'm just going to lay these to the side and start to get this ready. Okay, I think it should be ready. It could be a bit overcooked because I've never made this before, but I'm going to drop a strawberry in. Make sure I get it completely covered, that mixture. Looks to be pretty good. And transfer it into a bowl and do it with the rest. 1, 2, 3. I heard that you have to be quick with it because it can caramelize very easily. The mixture can caramelize very easily. And I'm just going to get the rest of my strawberries into it and make sure that it gets them nice and mixed. Okay, I'm ready. By the way, if you ever make tongulu, it makes a huge mess. You can stick on the boards permanently. But here's what it looks like now. It seemed to have went pretty good. Better than I thought it would go. But since the strawberries were a bit old and mushy, they might not work too much. But for now, we're just going to get our cooker and start on our chicken. So we're just going to cut up some garlic. So you need 5 pieces of garlic. Just going to chop them all up. Not too fine, but nice and fine. You just want them nice and small, but not too small, because they are a bit nice chunky. So around that size, I'll dice them at the end. So once these are all decent size, burn close enough, then I'm just going to dice them one more time to the side. There's our garlic. Now we're just going to cut up some of this and make nice pieces. If you used it before, you want to just see the way it's all gross. You want to just cut off that bit. You can save that for other bits if you're not picky, but I'd like to have them a bit nicer, and it nearly tastes a bit more fresh this way too. So it's better off to do this way. Anyway, now I'm just going to cut these up into about that much. We'll put the old bits into the bin. And then that's them done. They will be used in a minute. So I'm just going to step this off to the side. So Then we're just gonna lay out all our chicken on a pan with a bit of oil, and then we're gonna put in around 50 grams to 100 grams of butter, whatever you think is right for it, and let that just melt into it. And then we're gonna pour in our garlic on a chopping board. So pour in the full 5 cloves, but if you're making chicken breast, if you're making two portions of a meal, you only need about 2 bits of garlic, the same amount of 2 cloves of garlic chopped up, the same amount of butter, and then you want to just let it sit the exact same as I'm doing this. After you do that, you want to pour in your honey. And I'm putting in a good amount of honey, not too much, but a decent amount. It's about nearly a full cup of honey, because it is honey and garlic chicken. It should not be too honey. It's whatever you think's good, because you mightn't like honey, so you mightn't put as much in. It depends. Then we're going to put in a bit of soy sauce. And a tiny bit of white rice vinegar. You can use white wine vinegar, but white rice does tend to taste a bit better. You can see that they're reacting. Mix this all through till it starts to look like this, and you can really smell your vinegar now. You want to make sure you flip them, because obviously you need to flip your food. Might not look too nice, but in about a minute or two, they should begin to look really good. This is I'm pretty sure this is a Vietnamese dish. This I found online, the dish. Of a woman, and I remember I'll link her recipes in the description. She does it on a YouTube channel. Okay, it's starting to turn pretty good. I'm going to put this back up. I'm going to swap this onto a different pan now in a minute, and then I'll cook on its own there. And it's come out. What I'm going to do is swap this onto another pan, and then put it on that for a minute. We're just going to put this onto this pan and let it cook on the same heat but a bit lower for about 6 more minutes. You want to make sure that they're all separate apart, especially because I'm cooking so much. It's hard to get them all perfectly cooked or even cooked right at all because there is so much. I'm just going to turn my pan down and keep going. While that's back in the background cooking, I'm just going to get a wok and begin to cook my rice. So this is going to be egg fried rice. That's why I already covered an egg. I'm going to pour it in and begin to whisk it. It doesn't matter what you need to whisk it with. I'm just going to do a spoon, to be honest, or a fork. Once you finally have your gas lit, you want to just mix it around. I'm just going to let this cook while still flipping over and checking on my chicken. It seems to be very nearly done. I'm just going to do a couple of more flips and set it to the side. It's a very good meal because you can be so flexible and do both on different pans so far away. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to get 2 eggs and set them aside and get ready for it because they will crack now in a minute. I think I'm going to put my chicken back to low heat. I'm going to put my chicken off and let it cook itself for a minute. Turn it back on once this is done. I'm going to let these mix for a minute. Then I'm going to pour in some white rice vinegar, about 2 tablespoons of it, some dark soy sauce, a good bit of that, and some sesame oil, about the same. So make sure you get it all mixed through. I'm going to set to the side and make a small hole so I can put it in my eggs. I'm going to crack in 2 eggs and whisk them like scrambled eggs. So I'm basically just making scrambled eggs in here while making sure I keep this still mixing. I'm just going to throw my eggs in the bin. While it's cooking, I want to remind you of the chives we cut up earlier. You want to make sure you don't burn the rice at the bottom because it's still cooking down there. And at the eggs, you want to make sure you don't mix it till it's scrambled enough, till it's about half the amount scrambled you do with normal eggs. Because you do not have to complete mix it whenever you're scrambling it in this, especially in a wok. If you were doing it in a normal size pan, you wouldn't have to. But now I'm just going to mix it all together. A lot of rice. I'm going to go back to my pan with the chicken and preheat it. I'm going to heat it back up. Full heat really quickly for a minute and check if the chicken is cooked by just getting a knife and cutting through it. You do not need to do this, it's just because I did so much chicken. So all the chicken's cooked, I'm just going to keep moving it around to make sure it's nice and mixed in with the sauce. And then my fried rice should be done by now. So set it aside, turn off the heat and set it aside and get ready to start plating. Now I'm ready to start to do the plating. I'm going to start off with a good scoop of rice on a plate. Then I'm going to form it into a nice ball so it's nice looking. Then I'm going to go around and get a piece of chicken. I think I'm going to do around 2 each. I'm going to do 3 each because they are kind of small pieces. Each piece is only half a breast. I'm going to try my best to side it nice. A bit lightly. I'm going to leave that like that. We're going to get some chives from earlier. Top it down. Then just a tiny bit of that rice sauce liquid from the chicken. And that's it. Homemade chicken, honey and fried rice. But for the strawberries and the rest, I think they might have been out too long. So I'm just going to do them right now, just in case. I'm just going to place them all out on a nice board. As you can see, they all kind of, the liquid got stuck in them, which stopped the crystallizing. But they'll still be nice and tasty with that liquid. I'm just going to place these all out as fancy as I can. Cover bits of them with the liquid to make them nice and glossy again. And that's it. And that's how you make chicken fried rice and crystallized Chinese strawberries and grapes. Chicken fried rice, honey and garlic chicken fried rice to be exact, all together with chives topped on top. Make sure you like and subscribe. See you later.